Hello everybody, Global Warming Skeptic here, and now it's time to dig some more deep, deep piles of secular bullshit. We have something very strange from secular talk, and I don't know if I've seen this very often, but even if he's done this before, it's just very bizarre, and you can tell that there's something deliberate going on here. Now, just to preface this, Kyle's kind of gone on the record of being anti Hillary, or at least the Hillary is flawed position. So, considering his consistent position, the content of this video, and his concern, there's something strange that goes on here, and I want you guys to see it. And we're going to skip around this video a little bit. It's not going to be so much about content, so you could listen or not, but the big thing isn't going to be content. Let's play this.
And closer as we inch towards Election Day. They continue. The CBS News Battleground Tracker poll shows Clinton, the Democratic presidential nominee, and her Republican rival tied at 42% apiece. So that's nationally.
Now, like I said, don't pay attention to what he says. It's interesting because you look at that picture that was put up. It was put up right when he was talking about the numbers that they are tied. This is a subconscious way of trying to explain to you this is a bad thing. Trump will lead to dark times. He will be a looming presence over you, like some kind of prison warden or whatever that's trying to convey. But of course, I mean, everybody knows Kyle's position. But what's going to come up is very interesting, and I'm going to skip around.
Nationally. Well, the Hillary Clinton is now leading by less than a point. It's 6 points on average. But him winning by 6. Establishment. Stupid! Donald Trump. But when they did points. If it was Trump, oh, is and actually just it's pretty funky. I don't like. Continue. 55% of up massively.
Okay, here it comes now. I want you to pay very close attention to this the first time through, because I just want you to see what you think that this is going to convey, and if you could see anything subtle. There's your hint.
In the polls now. They continue. 55% of battleground voters want to see, quote, big changes in politics and the economy in the next few years, while 43% want some change and 2% think everything is fine. All right, now let me explain how important that is. Because
now, first of all, let me just say this one more time. Again, this is an on-air copy. So it's extremely strange to be seeing pictures of this floating around. Right? I mean, yeah, if you have like a data table, or if you just want the viewer to get a better picture of what you're talking about, sure, it's fine. But these are just pictures of the candidates. And notice the psychological stuff.
this is, I think every.
Let me just comment on the picture itself. Notice that it's a drawing. It's not an actual picture. She's smiling. The lighting is meant to be highly reflective with pronounced shadowing. And it's sort of like a peaceful look. Like, notice how the shirt matches the background. The background is sort of like a midnight blue type of scenario. And just everything about this tries to convey peace. Notice the pearly earrings, kind of like the old grandma thing. But I want you guys to notice, let me try to get this in the right spot so I can play it back. One second.
Alright, now let me explain how important that is. Because this is, I think, the first election in my lifetime.
Okay, now I want you guys, It's very difficult to notice what's happening here. And yes, this seems nitpicky, but it's deliberate. And here's the proof. Watch when I rewind this by 5 seconds.
That want in politics, ground voters want to.
You notice that?
Polls now. Quote, big 3%
I'll play it forward.
Some change.
The image slowly raises up through the 10 or so seconds that it's up. Almost like an ascension. Like an angelic ascension. Now, I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a sociologist, so I can't determine the meanings of these three things. And then there's another picture too where they're side by side and Trump's shoulders are kind of like his head is low on his shoulders, kind of like trying to convey him as an ape with a big head. But it's important because this is all deliberate. This isn't just trying to post a picture to convey a certain message. This is an attempt to subconsciously raise your image of Hillary. And I just want, they're very careful about this. It's either Kyle or whoever makes the video. Listen to the context of what's been talked about. Let me play this from the beginning. And we'll play a few seconds after.
They continue. 55% of battleground voters want to see, quote, big changes in
Notice the ascension, by the way,
economy in the next few years, while 43% want some change and 2% think everything is fine. All right, now let me explain how important that is. Because this is, I think, the first election in my lifetime.
Notice how he's not talking about Hillary during the entire display. Not one word about Hillary, her policies. Why is this? It's a deliberate attempt to get inside your subconscious mind, because if he just shows that picture of Hillary and he's talking about Hillary, all the other stuff's gonna get in your head, like, oh my God, so corrupt. No, he's bullshitting. No, Hillary really is corrupt. No, placing that image on there when she was not being talked about, that is deliberate. Deliberate subconscious influence on your minds. It's deliberate. Why else would it be there? Why would Kyle... Just ask yourself that before you start crying conspiracy theory, Alex Jones. Why else would that be there? It's like I said, when you're on the air and you're posting a video of something, or posting an image on the video, it's there to help the user with meaning, with context, with raw information such as numbers, with whatever's being talked about. But he didn't talk about Hillary in that segment. He did in the Trump segment because that's a reinforcement. This is not a reinforcement, this is subconscious. But even that is subconscious reinforcement. Trump is the evil guy, Hillary is this angelic personality. And if you listen to this entire video, and I encourage you to do this, please understand that what Kyle's doing is saying it is a horrible thing that Hillary is losing. And he will name-call Trump to death, and he even goes as far as to give Hillary campaign advice, such as, this is what she needs to do. Notice how he doesn't say that for Trump. Say, for example, that Trump needs to lower his rhetoric, support more liberal policies, come out, say... No. He doesn't give Trump that benefit of the doubt. Why? Because it is like I've been saying. This guy is in the bag for Hillary, and you secular talk fans need to snap out of it. This guy is just as dishonest as the Young Turks. And I understand that, yes, a lot of you know the Young Turks is flawed, but you guys need to know they're in the same boat. Secular Talk is the Young Turks. The Young Turks routinely has Kyle Kalinske on. He's an affiliate. That's right. They pay his bills. And if you don't think they're in conference calls talking about stories, sharing stories, rhetoric, and Cenk Uygur isn't calling some of the shots, I'm sorry, but you're naive. Again, look at the video for yourself within what I've said and tell me if you get something different. And to you Secular Talk fans who think that I'm wrong, please, I'm not a sociologist, like I said. Explain to me what the place is for those images. Particularly the animated Hillary one. Why didn't he use an actual Hillary Clinton picture? Why? That's the thing, I want to know. If a sociologist can talk to me about this, or if there's any other explanation that's rational, and I will listen. Let me know, please. Because if I'm wrong, I want to know that I'm wrong. But I cannot debunk it. That's all I have to say. I cannot debunk that idea that he is trying to subconsciously sway the minds of his viewers with things that he cannot say directly because they contradict his position, and it will get him a lot of flack if he said it directly. Give me something alternative, please. Thanks for listening.